Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Pisces Rising. Oh, goodness. All right. We're going to do your reading today. We're also going to be using the Astro dice, apparently. Wow, you have a lot coming on here. All right, so you've got the Four of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. So there's almost this feeling of trying to hang on to what you've got going on and create security, but there's a potential to create even more. So that may require a little bit of risk taking, but you have new beginning and opportunity coming through. And so, yes, you have 4. You have an opportunity to take it to 7. We've got Capricorn energy and 9th house. Energy, 9th house. So a little more information about, I want to almost say business practices, but knowledge and information. And we have Venus. Venus is about your sense of value, your sense of worth. What do you love? What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? So let's go ahead and let me grab a couple of charms on that, see what we got going on. So you have the snake of transformation, but you also have the bunny rabbit. But I got to tell you, the way they landed here is a little disconcerting because the bunny rabbit's sitting like he's sitting on go. And he's got his back turned to the snake that's coming up from behind. So when the rabbit figures out the snake's there, he's going to take off like almost rapidly and unexpectedly. We've got in between those two, a bat came out. So definitely about using your intuition. We had a seahorse come out. Seahorse is definitely about doing things in moderation. It is about doing things in a very balanced way. It is the yin and the yang energy together. So Pisces, what do we got going on here? In the area of abundance, you have the fish. That is the card of abundance. So resources are time, money, emotional energy, things that you know. The key to the situation is you have the mountain. And in the area of the mountain, we have the little boy. Not doing anything. He's sitting there waiting. Kind of like this rabbit. Waiting. Waiting, sitting on go. Why are you sitting on go? So you have your back this way, but with a different perspective, you would see the snake coming. Because the rabbit was upside down, but when I turn him this way, he's looking right at the snake. The outgoing card is this card of the Tower in Lenormand. The Tower in Lenormand is about protection, but look, it's a lighthouse. So it's about being able to see things, have some guidance, protection. I feel like you are going to see the opportunity, but you need a higher perspective, the 9th house. The 9th house is about taking the long-range view, long-distance travel, seeing things from a higher vantage point, more knowledge and information coming in. You're seeking how to heal a situation. We have the lilies here. That healing, though, feels like it's through transformation because the snake is here. So Pluto is going to back up and go into Capricorn. And just back to 29 degrees. But he's going to be there when you have that eclipse that's coming up in your sign. So you have an eclipse happening on September 17th, full moon in Pisces. And Pluto, well, I think that's when I think September 1st is when he gets into Capricorn. Yeah. He gets into Capricorn on September 1st. So he's going to be there. There's a chance that is going to allow you to start a transformational process. It's huge. That energy right there is an energy of choice and decision making with your sign. You will already have in your sign, you've already got Neptune and Saturn moving in retrograde. They're both by the end of this month of June. They will be both. By the time you see this, they will both have stations. Oh, maybe by the time you see this, maybe it won't. It'll be close. But by the end of June, they are both moving retrograde. I think July 1st is the day that Neptune stations retrograde. And so there is this chance to revise and review coming up. Here in How Do You Transform the Situation, we have the anchor. And the anchor is the lighthouse. This is the house of the lighthouse, of the anchor down here. So this is what you anchor into, is this sense of safety and security on a different perspective. And it has on it, it's hard to see, but there is a little seahorse down here. And so this makes this very key. This situation is definitely about taking a moment to pause and reflect. Pause and reflect. You have a new beginning, a new opportunity coming in. But that Seven of Pentacles goes, wait, please. Wait for something to develop here. Because the key to the situation is the mountain. That means there's a block, there's a stop. And we have this divine feminine energy that is open to receiving usually, but this one's a statue. There's one that's moving in here, and this one's a statue. And it's almost as though, are you blocking opportunity, or is it a matter of waiting for the right moment with that intuition? I think you are waiting for information to come in, because in the heart space, we have the bluebirds of happiness bringing in news and information. So, listen to your intuition. Whether it says to go or not, so whether it says to the Four of Pentacles, sit tight, or allow things to grow, the Seven of Pentacles, or here's the beginning, here's the opportunity, and that beginning of the opportunity is coming. You have the card of yes. You have yes. But yes says your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. And so I almost want to say, sit in meditation, journal, listen to yourself when you're in the shower, when that water is running. It's very meditative energy, especially for a Pisces. Go take a nice long bath, go to a local swimming hole, and just kind of, be alone with your thoughts and see what comes through. I think that you're tired of waiting, you're a little bored of waiting, but you're waiting for the right moment. In the house of the mice, which is where things are disappearing, or it's small losses, small details, we have the mice. And here the mice have that poor little seahorse in a jar, and they're looking at it, they're sitting on it. And in this deck, the seahorse is the movement forward. And so again, I feel like you've been maybe healing from a situation. Maybe you were injured, or emotionally healing from a situation, or financially healing from a situation, and it's kind of had you in the state of pause. But the key here is the mountain. I want a card specifically on this mountain. Specifically, what is the mountain telling us for Pisces? It says protection. It says protection. Generosity. What good is a treasure? Keep it for yourself. Keep. It says to keep some aquamarine close, which is interesting. That's because the aquamarine it's considered like the tears of, this one is using it for mermaids, but it's also been known to be Mother Mary's tears or whatever, but they create a river. And the river, once it begins to flow and you get into the motion of the flow of things. So I almost feel like the Four of Pentacles is the problem. And that it's creating a block and a stop, and that you're kind of not open to receiving, right? So the Four of Pentacles, and you have the card of meditate. That's the one that fell off on the top, right? So the Four of Pentacles, you're holding them in your fist, two each, right? But you have to open up your hands to receive more. The Seven of Pentacles, I feel like with the fish up here in the house of the fish, you can receive more. But there's a matter of being open to the opportunity to see that it is coming. I mean, if you're a snake and you see the bunny with its back turned to you, that's an opportunity. I hate to say that because I love little bunnies. But I feel like you've got your back almost to something and you're missing it. And there's an opportunity right there in a new beginning. And if you think that you should do something, I think it's time to do it. You got back on task. Be sure you're using your time to the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or the project you're working on. All could use some fine-tuning. And then you have life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And we have 3 birds here. And so part of this is your intuition, and part of this is the community that is there to support you. So Pisces, kind of have to this tells me you're plenty abundant. And so be willing to open up a little to allow more to flow in. Energy should flow to you and through you. And if it's almost like a dam. If you block it, stop it because you're afraid you don't have enough, there's no more coming or whatever, then when you do that, the universe goes, oh, okay, well, they have enough, and they move on. And that's not exactly how it works, but it's sort of like that, okay? So it's almost like this really reminds me of like if you've ever been to a dam where the gate comes down and blocks the flow of the river going through, and it all backs up. And I feel like there's more available to you, but you're going to have to open things up. So there's a change of perspective that needs to happen. This lighthouse also makes me think of meditation energy, right? And so because you got the card of meditation, it's really about listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner guidance. Yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. If you think if something's really, that mountain goat will overcome stuff. And if you think something has value and that it's worth the extra effort and the time and the knowledge and the information or the travel or whatever it is, if you feel this, believe in yourself and trust in yourself, Pisces. Saturn stationing retrograde is going to allow you to review some stuff, but Neptune stationing retrograde is going to allow clarity to come in. And so as the clarity comes in, you may do a little reworking, right? It needs a little back on task. What does it say? You consider reviewing your goals. This is Saturn moving retrograde. Your scheduled projects that you're working on all could use some fine-tuning. There's an opportunity for some clarity to come in. It's really nice. All right, Pisces, I am on Facebook every day. I pull cards and look at the energy of the astrology for everybody collectively. I would love to see you there. Members of my Facebook group who leave comments here over on YouTube are in a drawing for a free reading I give away every month. I'd love to see you in that. All right, you guys take great care. I'll see you back here soon.